The return of my coin lady channel brings me much joy. The expert predicts a final verdict date if SEC files an appeal in the XRP case. One of the most well-known XRP enthusiasts, Jeremy Hogan, has offered perceptive opinion on the SEC's potential future actions. Hogan responded to another prominent attorney, James K. Felon, on Twitter, sharing his thoughts about the recently resolved XRP litigation. According to Hogan, Ripple asked the SEC to delay implementing the monetary portion of the court's order until August 7, and the SEC granted the request. This should help shed light on the expected timeline and the necessary procedural steps. According to Hogan, the U.S. Supreme Court is considering filing an appeal. There has been much speculation about the SEC's decision not to appeal the case in the community, and many have wondered why the agency has taken this course of action. Hogan claims that the procedure for submitting such a notice is straightforward, taking no more than 15 minutes, and giving the party 70 days to deliver their actual brief. Given that the SEC seems to think the ruling has given bad case authority, the delay in taking action is puzzling. Misunderstanding has resulted from this simple process. According to Hogan, there would be minimal need to postpone this procedural step if the Securities and Exchange Commission had previously resolved to appeal. According to Hogan, the SEC has not yet made a decision regarding its next steps or whether to appeal. The possible timeframe for a ruling, presuming the SEC files an appeal. A community member wanted to know when an appeal could be heard, so Hogan gave them the rundown: next year, in the late summer, at the latest. And even if the appeal is filed fairly swiftly, the matter could still drag on for a good chunk of time, according to Hogan. Because of the complexity of the problems at hand, legal procedures, especially those involving regulatory agencies like the Securities and Exchange Commission staff, usually take longer than anticipated. Furthermore, the decision-making process in appeal courts can extend for several months. There will be a lot of eyes on any appeal from the larger Bitcoin community because of the initial verdict's significance. The reason behind this is that the delay in submitting a notice of appeal suggests that the Securities and Exchange Commission may not have made a decision yet, which might set a precedent for token governance in the U.S. Because of its recent budget cut, the agency is probably re-evaluating its strategy and considering the ramifications of appealing the case. Director of Legal for Ripple Stuart Alderati is taking aim at the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, pointing out what he perceives as misleading language in a court document. In particular, he is targeting the phrase crypto asset security, which can be found in the SEC's most recent documents pertaining to the FTX bankruptcy case. Alderati asserts that the term was created by the SEC to influence court rulings and lacks a legal foundation in any statute. Screen grabs from the CC document, which details the SEC stance on the proposed Chapter 11 plan for FTX and was filed with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the District of Delaware on August 30, 2024, have been made public by Alderati. The document argues that the organization has the right to control the distribution of assets, including cryptocurrency-backed securities, according to the terms of the FTX bankruptcy plan. One aspect of the debtor's portfolio that the CC has brought to light is the possibility that the plan may sell or distribute securities that are backed by crypto assets. As part of the bankruptcy arrangement, creditors may also receive stable coins, but Alderati claims the SEC is misleading and doesn't have legal grounds to call them crypto asset securities. In its filing, the CC notes that the inclusion of stable coins pegged to the US dollar in the definition of currency could affect its distribution. Concerns about the potential for the SEC's language to impact legal interpretations in a manner that is at odds with existing law continue to occupy Alderati's mind. Are digital assets securities? Alderati's critique mirrors Bitcoin industry concerns about government expansion and the SEC's position on digital assets. Crypto asset security is one of the terms that Alderati thinks the SEC is using to try to increase its regulatory power without clear legislative backing. Uncertainty, he says, and may are the results, lead to judicial decisions that lack a solid legal basis. Ripple was embroiled in years of litigation over the CSC's decision to categorize XRP as a securities, which had a devastating impact on XRP's value. Although they were unsuccessful in this endeavor, the Debbie SEC has not ceased suing others. The ongoing dispute between XRP and the SEC is one of the most significant litigations in the cryptocurrency industry. Eldorado is fighting for more transparent and uniform regulations for the entire cryptocurrency sector, and it is also protecting Ripple's interests by contesting the wording and implications of the SEC. Despite some successes in the meantime, XRP has not yet emerged victorious. Even while Ripple is under pressure from the litigation and the market as a whole, market watchers are still optimistic about the company's future. Whales have a significant impact on XRP and other cryptocurrencies. The amount of activity on their part has been growing recently, as has the volume of transactions between wallets and exchanges. There was a huge transaction earlier today. Over 102 million XRP, worth over $50 million, was sent from one wallet to another. Some of the XRP has also been transferred to exchanges, which could mean a sell is on the horizon. It is logical to assume that alternative cryptocurrencies will see a decline in value given the present market crash. Investors are ecstatic about the analyst's positive outlook on XRP, Dark Defender. Despite XRP's long-standing status as one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, the community's reactions and attitudes toward the cryptocurrency have been quite mixed. A number of people understand Rispoles's point about the extended timetable for a decision, which is addressed in Fred's essay, which includes cautious optimism, disappointment, and a combination of the two. However, they do note that the XR community has a tendency to overstate even minor adverse news, leading to a never-ending loop of drama. Supporters, like Ripple Mess, maintain their investment and faith in the cryptocurrency's future prosperity because of their unshakable conviction in Ripple and XRP. Although many things are still uncertain, some people, like Alice in Wonderland, are holding on to the hope that XRP's price will increase in the future as a result of its increased liquidity and broad acceptance. Seeing my video is an honor. Bye for now, and please subscribe and like my channel.